Hello and welcome to a tutorial from me, Christos XIX, and we are having a skin tutorial today. This is a beginner's tutorial, and all I'm going to be doing is showing you how to apply makeup onto already pre-made Gothic skin. Well, I have two derivables which I have made the skin for, and the only difference is that on the Gothic and the metal derivable skins is the texture around the breasts, where you see this one is a bit more smooth and this one is a little bit more sharper. Okay, well, I've included all the textures you need, the face texture and an eyeshadow if you choose to use it or not, and a face map. So let's go and download these textures. We go and right click on it and save as image as, and then choose your download folder and just simply click save. You need to do that for all three of them. I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it again. And once you've done that, you do come down to the bottom and you click on derive from product. So let's just go to the textures that I downloaded. I believe I might have them already in here from the first attempt. I'm just going to close these so we can start from the beginning and I can show you from the beginning. Okay, that I'm going to keep for later. That's the template for my product picture. Okay, well, this is the finished skin that we were talking about. As you can see on the back, there's some definition for the bone structure. On the front as well, on the collarbone, definition for the boobs. The red won't actually be there. That's just covering the tits, well, the nipples, I should say, and the vagina. Also, I tend to and this is very good practice, I tend to put a little tattoo as a watermark for all my skins, just in the must cover area underneath the red. So that will be there as well. And on the Gothic skin, on the goth skin it will say goth, and on the metal skin it will say metal. So let's get started. Let's go to where I downloaded those image files, and here they are. I'm going to open that up. And I'm going to do that again. Let's right click and open with and Photoshop. I'll also do a GIMP tutorial on this very shortly. I'll do that the same for the eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm just going to go and over here into the well, stay in the eyeshadow. Press Ctrl A on the keyboard to select all. Ctrl C for copy. You can also do this by edit. Well, select all is select and all, and edit is copy. Go into the white head template, and I'm just going to Control V, or you can also do that as paste, edit and paste. Okay, so let's go over here to the mapping. Do the same. Control A to select all. Control C to copy it, and just paste it with Control V, and we're going to change this opacity to 10. Okay, now these areas between the lines are faces, and these stretch around the back of the texture, or around the shape of the head, I should say. And sometimes these are distorted because these aren't really to scale the distance sometimes, so it kind of does get stretched when you're busy working on a texture. So if your texture is getting stretched on one of these faces, try and move it to the next face. It might not be stretched over there. So that can kind of help with things a bit. And that's why I provided the map. For what we're going to do, I'm not going to really need the map. And I'm going to teach you how to use the pen tool, and we're going to make some paths. But first I'm going to change the zoom. I'm going to change this to let's say 300%, and this, you can just do this in this little box at the bottom over here. Okay, 300%. Okay, now we've got the pen tool selected. Now the pen tool, you just go and you click on a point. And I'm going to apologize in advance because my Photoshop is glitchy because of Windows 8. Unfortunately, it kind of flickers a black overlay every now and again. So if you start seeing this, don't think it's your YouTube video. It's actually because of my Windows 8 installation, which is a bit shitty. Like right here, the black overlay. Okay, So when you click on one point, it will make a little square. When you click on the next point, it's going to make another square and a line in between. And if you click on the line, it gives you another point. Now these two, the original points, these are anchor points. And if you press on Control and click down on the on this middle point, it will move and bend. If you press Control again and you click on one of the levers, it's going to blend it up and change the shape of the bend. Okay, and that's how you make a path. To close the path, you have to hold down Control, select one of the ends, and sometimes you may need to press Shift and click it and then click over here, and it will close the path. You can then select the path and allow yourself to fill the path with any color. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this path by holding down Control and selecting it and just pressing delete, and it's gone. Okay, so I'm going to make a new path over the first eye. Okay, actually I'm not going to do it up over here. And I hold down Control, move it down a bit. Okay, I'm going to go and click up over here and then down over here. And then once again, because the path is this end is already active, I can just click here, and we got a little bit of a spike going above the eye. Okay, and then we're going to do this. We're going to go hold down Control and to get out of this path, and just select anywhere except over the path. Okay, so let's go and click on the again. It blacks out, and we're just going to click another path over here, anchor point over here. I'm going to move this anchor point down, so I'm going to hold down Control, click on it and move it down. And now I'm going to just click over here and over here. And that closes my path. Okay, now I want this to be symmetrical, so I'm going to hold down Control and select all of it. Okay, and then I'm going to go and go into Image, and then I'm going to go and rotate it on the horizontal axis. Okay, once again I'm going to select it, and then, this is very important, press Control A and Control C. And then just Control Z and Alt twice to get out of that, to undo it. And now we're just going to go Control V, and now we've got a symmetrical shape. Well, symmetrical sides going on here. Okay, I'm going to highlight them both and select both of them now. And now I'm going to go click on the layer with the eyeshadow and click New Layer. And I'm going to right click here, and I'm going to go Fill Path this time. And it's going to say foreground color, and whatever your color is over here, that whichever one you've got selected in the foreground will be filled in that path. So we go ahead and do that. Okay, now I can just delete these paths because we're done with them. Okay, and I'm going to save that. So and I'm going to save it as a JPEG. I'm old school. I know that you can use PNG now, but I still prefer the JPEG. And of course, it must be F12. Okay, now let's go to IMVU. Well, we've got this model over here. I've showed you the back before and the collarbone structures, and it's got a bit of rib cage going on. Now we need to select this top one over here, edit, and you need to browse to the folder. Because I've been working on it before, it's already over here. But usually if you're over here in Documents, and you just need to go into Tutorial, well, the whatever folder you've saved it in, and open it up. Okay, and we apply that, and there you go. We've got the Gothic makeup on it. And I'm just going to save that, and in the next video tutorial I'm going to show you how to upload a IMVU product. I'm doing a series of beginners tutorials for IMVU, so yeah, just subscribe and you'll learn quite a little bit. Okay, so the next tutorial I'll be uploading this. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.